Bray, one of the guys that had to do that last year, he was drafted as a right tackle, started at left tackle, then he moved to right tackle, and now potentially moving to right guard. There's some rumors there about Penei Sewell moving to right guard. Here's the Lions offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, talking about Penei Sewell.
I do know this about Penei Sewell. In his second year, he's light years ahead of where he was last year this time.
That's a positive as well. I mean, is he going to have to play all 5 positions along that offensive line at some point? This offensive line, Braylon, was supposed to be a strength, potentially still, hopefully, a strength. But they got a lot of resources in there, and they have not played one snap together.
A lot of resources, but there's little things like Ben Johnson's up there saying that he's light years ahead of where he is last year. He was light years ahead at right tackle, not right guard. You keep moving these guys around, that's when you start having inconsistencies. Guys that you hear Taylor Decker say, hit the nail on the head. You get comfortable playing in the spot you're supposed to play in. You're supposed to play in. Like, everybody thinks you can just move or interchange pieces. We had our own stick the other day, came on here and said, like, I would like to move Penei Sewell to left guard. And then just imagine that left side of the line where you have Taylor Decker and then Penei Sewell and then you have Frank Ragnow. What about the right side? What about when you go against guys like last year, let's say, for instance, the Rams, they have Von Miller and Aaron Donald. You can just move your outside rusher into the left side. Then he goes against a weaker right side. Look at Myles Garrett when you play Cleveland. You don't think Cleveland's going to line him up on the left side of the line so he has to go against that right side? It's not easy just to move guys around and mess up their frequency, mess up what those guys are trying to do, the chemistry that they built. So if I'm the Detroit Lions, man, I come up with the best possible solution with keeping players where they're at. I want to keep Taylor where he's at. I want to keep Frank where he's at, and I want to keep Penei Sewell. No, I want to keep Penei Sewell at right side. The only thing is, if you want to put Evan Brown at center, because he played pretty good last year,
Pro Bowl caliber level last year,
then I'm fine with that. And then you move Frank Ragnow. Outside of that, stop shuffling and thinking about moving Penei and all this dancing around. Lions aren't good enough to do that. We're trying to get to a point where we get good. Lions aren't that good yet to be moving all these guys around, especially the position that's supposed to be the strength.
The downside today, no Frank Ragnow at practice and no Tommy Kramer at practice. So that offensive line at the wrong time getting banged up, and that sucks. So Braylon's Philadelphia Eagles pick is looking a little bit better to me.
And we still really don't know what's going on with Ragnow. He did pop up on the injury list yesterday as a limited participant in practice. You're telling me that he did not practice today?
No.
0? That's not good. You're going in the other direction now. That is not good. But I will tell you, look, Frank Ragnow is a centerpiece of your offensive line, and pun intended, I guess.
Yeah.
He might be your best offensive lineman. You want him on the
As
field.
of now he is.
Thankfully, we have seen that they do have a capable backup behind him. Evan Brown played a Pro Bowl caliber, and I think he was mentioned as one of the potential alternates on the Pro Bowl last year. Evan Brown was. So I do think you want your best guys to play, but every team is going to be faced with this. Every team is going to be faced with injuries. Which way are you going to go? How deep is your bench? But again, it's a situation where you put all these resources into these guys, and they have not played. These 5 starters have not played one offensive snap together ever.
I hear the conversation that everybody is going to be faced with this. Everybody coming out of training camp, going to the season, nobody is 100% where they were to start OTAs or where they were to start training camp. They're not that spot. Now, I understand it, but also everybody wasn't 3-13-1. See, it means a lot more when you get these injuries, when you get this shuffling around, when you get these replacements, and you're diving deep into the free agents that are still available or some trades that you can make. It looks a lot different when you're a team that is trying to get to a level where you're respected, trying to get to the level where you're fighting for the playoffs. And that's what the Lions do. They're trying to fight for that semblance of, can we get to the playoffs? Can we be a team to put ourselves in position next year to where we know we're going to the playoffs? Little things like this, it takes you a step back and it keeps you where you are.